Okay, got called in on this 2003 Dodge Dakota to come in here and program a computer. When I turned the key on, I noticed right away I had no check engine light instantly. But if we also watch down yonder and give it a couple of seconds, if I can block the light again, there we go. We will blink and then we'll go into no bus. When it goes into no bus, that tells you that one of the main modules, one of the guys that's out there talking, is off of the bus line. Now, is the bus line shorted or not? That's why when I do my programming, I always have this out here with me. And again, all LEDs blinking, always a big thing. So right here, our pin 2, that would be our bus line. There is activity. So when we see no bus up here, don't be fooled. It doesn't mean that there's no bus on that the whole bus line is down. It just means that one of the modules that this cluster wants to talk to is not on the bus. So, attempted to do the programming. Obviously that failed. It would not even communicate. As a matter of fact, if I hook that back up again, we can prove that. And it's kind of after the fact. But if we hook that back up, and you're disconnected, by the way, if you're going to be checking for that little LED to light up, you always want to make sure that you're unplugged. No scan tools plugged in, because your scan tool will come alive on that line. And if we went in there and we hit request vehicle data and hit OK, and what we would get is that please wait, and then it would just say it's okay to turn the key off, and there's no communication whatsoever. And there you are. So normally if it was there, it would display all the data right down up and down here, and that's not what's going on. So plug the original computer back in, which is actually what's in there right now. This is the aftermarket. That's how they, I guess, paint it. Don't know, don't care. Bottom line, I'm going to leave this key on. I already pulled up a wiring diagram, and I should grab that right now for you. Let me grab this. And we'll go through quickly here. And I'll show you guys why I'm on that screen in a moment. But if we come in here and we go into vehicle, we already have it up there, 2003, 3.9, go into diagrams, go into our electrical OE diagrams. And the reason why I do that is because I like how the OE diagrams have always been set up. If you go into your powertrain management and you look at the first one that's there, generally speaking, and I say that because there are always changes to things, that will be your powers and grounds at the PCM. So 2 powers, 2 grounds, right? So we got connector 1, pin 2, and connector 1, pin 22, which I already have set up out there so that you guys can see. I hope you guys don't mind that I've been doing these things after the diagnosis is done. It just makes it a lot easier for me to make the video for you. Hopefully nobody will complain about that. I do like doing them live, but it's also a little tough. I'm trying to get through all the cars I'm trying to get through. And I left my T-pin, or my pin down here. Let's grab that. Okay, so you guys can go back there and reference the diagram again, but pin 2 was a light green and black, which is down here. If we back probe there, make sure you don't go all the way in, by the way. And let's see. Yeah, we're just going to use this the way it is. Grab our test light. And we're going to share a ground with the old Verus here. Always check your ground. We have a good ground. We come in here, remember the key is on right now. That one, if we're on the pin, should have power. And then we go up here to this pin, and that's what we have. We have power of some sort, but certainly not the power that we want. Alright, now, they went on here with the power probe, of course, and they said, it's got power. Okay, power, no current, and we just lost our T-pin. Of course we did. See guys, it happens to me too. Not just you. Ugh. Of course, this is the day I'm trying to get ready because we're leaving for North Carolina in a little while. And if we come on here We back probe that again, and we look about 4.14 volts. Alright, so what happens if we were to take that thing from power and click it on there? You'll hear a relay come on, but bottom line, no, we have a voltage drop going into this PCM. With the PCM hooked up on there, the power probe still read that it had power. It said 12 volts to turn on power. I know everybody says that it doesn't, but it does. So with it disconnected even, it was only at about like 5.79 volts. Now, the way that they got slid on this one, and the reason that they called the computer, I'll show you very quickly here. We'll go into the map sensor, and we're going to back probe our orange, which will be our 5 volt reference. Excuse me. And as you can see there, they had 3.47 volts. They went underneath there and did the typical unplug the crank sensor, unplug the cam, all those good things, and nothing changed that. Just stayed at that 3.47 volts. So they assumed that the PCM was not displaying a 5 volts out. Okay, I'm with you, but it has to have good powers and grounds going into the computer in order to provide that. So that's what we ended up getting here. Now, to show you that layout of where that actually goes to, I want you guys to notice something here. This is going to be the fuse up over here, and this is going to be the joint connector right here. See that number 8W1023? That's what we're going to look for. So we're going to go back out, go into our diagrams, electrical. Actually, we're going to go to vehicle this time. I'm sorry. Vehicle diagrams, and then we're going to go to electrical OE. And now, when you have a 10, 8W10 is going to be power distribution. So if we go into our power distribution diagrams, here, 10, 23, and that goes for every Chrysler, by the way. They kind of standardized it, which made it nice. Did I go to the right one? Because I'm looking through the viewfinder here. No, I went too far. Come back out again. Power and ground distribution, power distribution, 8W1023. That's more like it. I think I went to 1022 when I wasn't looking. And then you'll see that joint connector number 1 in the PDC. Now, when I came up to you guys here, that's where I was on that screen. So I'm going to show you what the joint connector looks like, but take note of the pins. 22, 23, 24, 21. So everything from 21 to 24 would have power with that joint connector plugged in. So we can do a quick test here. If 22 is going to be the one that has the red and white wire coming in, and we came over here and sent out power from 22 to 21, which would be, let's come on, little mouse, there you go, going into the PCM, then we should have a good power feed going in there, which I did, but I'll show you how I did it. Came out here again, went back into vehicle, and went into diagrams again, and we went into connector views, and then we went into power distribution module because it said PDC. So we go down to power distribution module. I gotta tell you, I fixed this car a lot faster than just looking up this information. Coming in here, that's the diagram. We'll zoom it in. And what we have here, that's junction connector number 1, shown right there. And we do have pin numbers. So it goes from 28, 15, 14, and 1. Without me going to grab the other one there, if you just look at the position of it, right? The side that has the notch that's cut in a little bit, that's going to be where our junction connector 1 is. I'm not going to pull it back out again because it's not that it's not hard, it's easy to do, but this right here, right by the notch, was our junction connector number 1. I took this out, and all I wanted to do was make sure that there was nothing else here that was actually, you know, causing any kind of a voltage drop within the power distribution center. And I jumpered across our pins 22 to 21, and that made no difference whatsoever. So then I decided we're going to loosen up this box, and that's where we're at, because we want to see where we're losing that power. So when I say diagnosed, I mean that we're pretty much there. Not 100% there, but I stopped kind of where I was because I wanted you guys to be able to see what we're going to find if we lift it. And at first glance already, I'm seeing green dust. Green dust. Turn that over. And right there is going to be our red and white wire. And that is going to be our major voltage drop that comes across there. I think that comes out pretty clear for you guys. So this is going to be a matter of actually going in there and repairing that red and white wire. We'll probably take a section of it there. We'll make a protection plate. Actually, I believe this thing was supposed to be in this direction with the plastic on top of the LDP like this, so it wouldn't rub through. Cheesy design, but either which way though, we'll do something to make sure that this gets protected the next time around. But there's my red and white wire right there. And I suppose we could do a voltage test right there at that red and white if I can get on it. I think I can. And since I'm going to be sectioning out this wire, I don't mind piercing it. Let's see if I can get in there. Easy enough. Probably could if I had two hands. Taking applications for a cameraman very soon. Okay. Remember, just till you feel it start to go into the wire. And that's it. Once you get there and you feel that little oomph, that's all you want right there. So now we have that there. We're going to take that lead from here and we're going to check our voltage there. And I expect to see, same as what we had at the computer, 4.14 volts. Which, if we went back on the computer right now, I'm sure that that's where it is because the key's been on for a little bit. But that's what we're looking for. So don't overlook the obvious. I know PowerProbe has a feed test. I'm sure I'll get some answers back in there, but people tell me it has a feed test and everything. But when you're doing quick checks, how often are you going in there and hitting that feed test button? That's my question. So if you do have it, use it. I'm pretty sure it would have found it on this, I think. I'm not going to start grabbing mine out there and doing all this now. I'm just going to get this wire repaired and get moving, because again, I got to get moving myself. But just wanted you guys to see. All right, that's it. Have a good one.